I want to work this study into this image somehow. Uh, the only idea so far that I've had though is um, that it's gonna be like a hologram. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Why is it on multiply? Oh, okay, that's why. Hey, Fire Onyx, what's going on, man? I'm thinking about how I'm gonna pop this this creature in here. I'm thinking. Dozer Bull, what's up, dude? How's it going? This isn't that early. It's like 11:40 a.m. here. That's 20 minutes earlier than usual. Just a bit earlier. I got chat up now. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just do like a. It kind of takes away from the dancing on one of the pillars. I feel like that would be kind of cool, actually. Unironically, like she could be standing on one of those. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of complex questions that come up with sci-fi. It's like whenever you do sci-fi, you try to reinterpret. Now this thing is really wrong. Why is this thing so wrong? Should be up a little bit more. Try to reinterpret things and like, you know, like what would prostitution be like in 2077 or something? Would that still exist with those? What? Yes, she is. Absolutely. I found this tweet. I don't know. Someone liked it on Twitter or something. I was just like, I'm not even following this person, but someone liked this, and it's great reference. It's got a great lining. No one's trying to hide all the parts behind like a drape. Not sure if I want to follow because I feel like something's gonna come up that's not kosher. Okay, those are nipples. All right, let's close that. They're covered by plastic, but I'm not sure. Let's not open that again. Kowaka koala. Whatever. It's great reference. You know, it's got some of the coolest. I mean, it's heavily photo edited. Still, I feel like they really touched it up. But I really like these tones. I really like what the guy did with it. You know. I just like this juxtaposition between, you know, very blue, very yellow. It's good. It's just good, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get my tablet out. I've been like just mouse painting this thing, so let me also get some music out too. Man, that statue, holy shit, like what were they thinking? If it was supposed to be a positive anything? Like, what? I was just like, Sweden. You don't need to, like, what? What is going on in Sweden? It's supposed to be a girl? I don't even understand. I just like, I don't. I feel like someone out there is like, we need to show people that we're super diverse in Sweden. Let's get this done, guys. And so I was like, how about a statue of a crackhead? That'll win people over, right? Wrong. Fucking I don't know what these people are thinking. But it's I feel like it's doing more harm than, you know, someone that's intentionally malicious ever could. Yeah, people are getting crazier. It's just it's insane. The reason I even bring it up is because it's in my backyard. It's art. It's art. So we can talk about it. We can talk about why. What was it supposed to mean with that expression? That looks like a like one of the worst customers just going ape shit. That's what that reminds me of. It's like, I can't believe this is $2. You're lying to me, you know, some shit like that. And it's like, why would you want that as a representation? Because what is a statue? It's an instantiation of an ideal, supposedly, right? You're trying not just an ideal, the ideal. Haha. It's just like, wait, hold on. But this looks like shit. This just looks like a really angry someone going just like fucking ape shit. Like, why would you want this anywhere near the center of town? A scream of pain? Well, yeah, maybe, but like, what's with the hands? Those are like fucking Italian arguing hands. Hey, that's a spicy meatball. I cannot believe you didn't pay for the pizza. By the way, I had just the best pizza yesterday. Just fantastic. I'm gonna be paying for it though, because I think I got super sick going out, which means my voice is gonna get deeper for the next week or so while I'm sick and dealing with it. I can already feel it descending into my throat. But that is so fucked. This is like that. It's just fake diversity, is what it is. I don't know. It's just like there's no reason to have that. It just feels like someone like a Coke ad or some shit like that, just trying to get that diversity points. I don't even know. I don't know if they're points or some shit. There's got to be some sort of scoring system, unless it's completely arbitrary and just, you know, whoever, whatever. Which actually probably sounds about right. But yeah, like it doesn't seem like it's supposed to be, or what is that word? Not authentic, but like heartfelt, or something like, well, I guess, okay, like an authentic display of some sort of culture or art that, you know, makes people say, huh, okay, that's kind of neat. That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. It's just like, what the fuck, man? For a minute, I thought one of the statues was alive. Yeah, it does look like one of those people that like gets gold spray painted. Wait, there's more. Please share the rest of the art. These have to be. Now, where am I gonna fit her? Cause I know I want to fit her like somewhere. I'm probably gonna do something like. I'm just gonna pop her in, and then take her down to like. She's gonna be like a hologram. That's what we're gonna do. Cause I can't come up. She also has a really good color palette for me to use. Oh, I might just grab it. Maybe reverse it. A sexy hologram, yes. Virtual prostitution. The best kind. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Just kind of contemplating it at this point. You know, I feel like that might be too much, maybe. I do want to have something like that, but like, it just seems a little bit too much at this point. I'm like overloading a lot of stuff because it's all black and white, and I'm just smashing color in there really easily. It's like, hey, big boy, you just docked in? How about you dock in over here? Some shit like that. But I do really like this. This sky color, so I'm definitely stealing that. And some of this light. Oh, it's a weird idea, but it's like, for sci-fi, it might be a pretty good idea. I don't know. Thinking about it, because, like, it's not gonna look like the way you usually think about these things. It's like, well, have I seen this before? Does it look like that thing that I've seen before? And so, a lot of your judgment is like not really great for sci-fi, I think. If you're using like an illustrator judgment, which is kind of what I am, because we always kind of compare to something that came before us, not trying to get the that new thing. We try to continue the tradition more so. Reminds me of this ArtStation artwork. Is it gonna be Marko Djurjevic? Let's see, is it gonna be that? No, it's not, but this is hot, so Ibrahim Swaid. That looks pretty neat. I don't really like the colors. It's way too crazy colors. But I like the idea. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a neat idea. Colors are too crazy for me. I like more like monotone with, you know, breaks in it. I'm probably gonna go for something like this. We'll see. I'm thinking something yellow, and this is pretty neat. It's pretty neat work. This kind of reminds me of kind of like Rangia's work, that he just put out recently. Just the subject matter alone is very similar. I really think these drawings. Very neat. The amount of work that must have gone into. That's right, it rides up. That's it's true to life, and that's why it's such an effective painting. It rides up. Rides up where? Just up. These are not effective advertisements, however. This one is like, because usually you have to, you're selling a feeling, right? I don't know, but that's my idea for sci-fi, which means that, you know, I have to like play around with it. I can't just rate it like on the. Think about it. Probably change the Nubovich. I'll probably change the colors I have for her and make maybe like pink or something. So it kind of looks like a hologram, and then you just like, oh, that's a hologram. That's what that is. The colors are crazy. Yeah, she's probably gonna be my break in the color palette. Everything else will be kind of. Good news, I don't have to draw her face too much because it's already cute as hell, so. I will have to like change the Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Everything has been reminding me of this though, but for some reason, I think it's in my head, and I just have to replicate it over and 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 over. That's it. That's it exactly. But with Garrus, the Mass Effect character. Someone redid the that whole sequence with Garrus. I thought that was really interesting. Let me try to pop that color a little bit, like on the edge. I think I've learned. Something from doing all that Renji work. I think I'm gonna do like some more anatomy studies, because people don't like the anatomy on that character, which is strange. Maybe it's because I took a long break. I don't know. I don't usually screw up the anatomy, but if it's not working as a the last character, if it's not working as a strong strong anatomy piece, then there is a problem, because that, I mean, that's a character, and it's like most of the image is the character. So although I don't know, I'm not seeing it too. Maybe I'll take a break from it. That's what I'll do. I mean, by definition, I'm gonna be taking a break from it, because I'll be painting something else, and I'll take a look at it again, and maybe I'll do some anatomy studies, and then maybe I'll try to pop in and see what I can fix up there. But yeah, a couple people told me that it's not, maybe not wrong, but it's so kind of like, just not a strong. Yeah, I need to refresh on anatomy. I feel like it fades after a while. I have an intuition that it's not the strongest anatomy, and then I'm gonna be working with that, because like my intuition is usually not wrong. So like if someone else shares that intuition, that's another. What's it called? Hey, dynamic Dylan Willie. I thought it said Dynamic Willie. I was like, oh, that's an interesting name. Dylan Wiley. Sorry if I say your name wrong. I might be dyslexic. Twitch dyslexic. I just read shit wrong on Twitch. Twitch only, somehow. Scenery. All the things. That's always good. I mean, there's always ways to get better at everything. So, you know, you just focus in on things one at a time. Always. It's kind of like you're making the judgment that, oh, this needs help now. But in reality, everything needs help at all times. And it's just like, I don't know which one I want to. Everybody pronounces my name wrong. So you do it on purpose, so you're aware. Let's see, I think. But yeah, someone asked how do I color these things at some point. This is kind of how it is. I pick a palette. That's kind of, or I just drop one in and I just smash it in there and start like going from left to right, and then picking out where I can use it, things like that. So far it's blue and yellow with a pink break in there. I'm drawing kind of a concept for a dock, a space dock. Some sort of alien futuristic thing. A furry? No. Furry. I don't know. There's a lot of furries in the news right now. A lot of furries in the news. I don't know. I know like a couple of furries that are okay, but there's a lot of them that are not just a normal furry. Yeah, some people just like the art, but a lot of them just go past that, and that's like when you get those problems. All over the place. Yeah, I feel like artists usually just get in on it because it's, you know. So like artists, I feel like are keen exceptions. I don't know how to furries on Picardo, because I think that's where you're from, right? Picardo. Maybe I should start drawing some furry art to attract some Picardo things. I feel like that would be a too much. I want to make, I don't know. I always have the cooler concepts like reddish. Maybe I'll go with red. Gotta get some of those Picardo viewers. I'm gonna start rezzing this up real soon so that I can start getting in there. Smarter than me, I usually start with an ugly drawing and then I'm just like, whatever, I'll fix it. I'll just fix it. Waste time. Much smarter to just get it right away. Aaron does that too. He abandons like every other painting. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna tough it out. Let's see where I can go with this. redraw as I go. A commission? I gotta get in on the furry art game. I know they get a lot of commissions from a lot of people. You're not drawing a furry? It's a different commission? That's pretty good. Oh God, what? That's even worse. Wait, hold on. How is that not a furry? Are ponies not furries? I don't understand. Hold on. I need an explanation. I deserve an explanation. Ponies aren't furries? Isn't that like the like what furries are? They're like human versions of animals. Ponies would be ferals. I'm not sure what that means, but there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of jargon being thrown around. I feel like you got to be hip with the pony crowd to understand. How does one get a gig? No, I feel like it's more insidious than a centaur. Maybe something like My Little Pony or something. I know that there's like a fandom for that too that's really eccentric. Oh, so wait, you're turning a human into a pony. No, that's not right. You're turning a pony into a human? How does that work? Too many questions. Too many questions. Yeah, my mind can't even process it. It's like I can make a rock shaped into a human, right? Like I use a material that's different from skin and it becomes what's called, but like when it's, I need to make a pony person. It's like, what is the pony material? You are all over the place. I want to get a color pass before I res it up. Tricolor. Inktober. Oh, are we in October already? Damn. I totally forget about Inktober. Maybe I can do digital Inktober. I'm just too lazy. Digital Inktober, because I'm too lazy to actually get like a pen and do stuff with a pen. Okay, so here's a problem. Like, this thing is supposed to divide here somewhere, but this guy's like right in front of that divider, and so it looks like that whole thing is very, very long. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally different. Shit, I could probably draw better with a mouse than I can with a pen. The perspective is still suspect. That sounds like that would give me cancer. Like at that point, it would be much easier to use a pen. Yeah, at that point, probably. It's not even a mouse. It's like a mouse pad. I can barely click the icons with the mouse pad. There's like zero accuracy. It's not gonna work. Like with a mouse, at least I know what I can do. With the what's it called, it's just like there's no way to know what's gonna happen on that canvas. It's just like unpredictable. I really dig this guy's design. It just needs to be a little bit more like a Ninja Turtle, you know. Select inverse. Is this based on anything or just from your imagination? Well, that photo of the lady I made with my brain. No, yeah, this is all from my imagination, basically. And she's just there to kind of instantiate that idea of space thoughtery, I think I'll call it. Space thoughts. Can I say that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What? Will I get in trouble for that? Not that like the model is one, but the instantiation that I'm going for is. Because my question was, good job. You deserve way more followers. Hey, thanks, Captain Shade. Appreciate you. And thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm mostly on Twitch. I just kind of do Mixer as a freebie. But yeah, thanks for... That's why well, whenever Ixie chats, that's why most of the chatters usually on Twitch. Ixie or Fire Onyx. The only chatter. Oh no, some people come in here once in a while. Who knows? Really trying to get that Rangia Asian vibe. From what I remember about like the kind of the abstraction in my head of what it's like to imitate Rangia. And I think I found the brushes that kind of do it. We'll see. I don't think you can brush your way to victory on this. Alright, let me make a backup layer since we're pretty far along now. With coloring and all this stuff. What made you do digital art? Interesting question. I haven't really thought about that much. I guess because it's it's the most freeing. I guess that's probably the biggest reason. There's no... I think the real reason was because it was like I was contemplating doing like going ham on materials, and I went into the store and I was like, okay, well, you know, I took a painting class in high school. I know what I need to buy now to do paintings. And the prices were so high, I was like, well, at this point, like, if I get a job and I buy a tablet, it's $500, yeah, but, like, I could spend $500 easy in like in Michael's, like just on canvas and on what's it called, on oil. And I was like, okay, well that's not gonna work because like I'm a stupid kid. I can only afford like that one transaction. So I bought a tablet with my first check from Target. And from there, I didn't paint for a good 6 years. I painted like 2 pictures on that tablet, and then I painted like a Naruto fan art. My art was very deep. A Naruto fan art, and there was a forum handle, some shit like that. And some other crappy stuff. I can't even remember it. And then like it took a 6-year break. To get an education. Yeah, it's a difficult question, to be honest. Why did I choose? I'm not sure you choose anything, to be honest. I feel like you're propelled into things. Like you make the best choices on information you have. And the best information I have was digital is cheaper, pixels are free. Like someone said that, pixels are free, and I was like, and I heard that, and I was like, yeah, they are free, you're right, Being the, ever more scrupulous artist, I think that's so. It's not really all that deep. Why did you choose digital? Because it was cheaper. But yeah, from then I've just been painting digital, and it's like hundreds and hundreds of paintings, which probably would have cost me a fortune to do. And what's it called? Because I could never sell any of the work. It was always just for practice. And it's still almost entirely all for practice. I get gigs from studios sometimes, but like 90% of the time I'm just painting, practicing for myself. And so I should probably set up the mixer to like show my portfolio and stuff, so you can kind of, let me see what happens when you click my name on Mixer. It just says like, all right, hold on, I need to pause this. It doesn't even have the, what's it called? Let me see. Has not provided information about themselves. Okay, let me I have an old I don't update that Instagram too often. I gotta like, how do I change the information? I gotta sign in. What's my password? What's my password for Mixer? It's probably something like, I gotta figure this out. Hold on. I never know. Like, no, that wasn't it. Hold on. Let me try that. Maybe like this. Fuck, come on, come on, I can do this. What's my password? All right, let me look it up. Screw it. Where's my book? Old man Darnis having a boomer moment. What is my password? What is my password? Oh shit, is it what? Hold on, let me try that. Classic. Classic, of course I didn't write it down. Why would you do that? You wouldn't, like, That usually means it's the default password. Hold on. Did I really do that? Please don't block your account. I feel like that's gonna happen. Where do I live? I live in the Bronx. I live in a bad neighborhood. But it's like a good part of that neighborhood. So it's not as bad. I feel like I'm gonna brute force my way out of this. Let me try my email. Maybe that'll work. Let me try that. Hold on. Oh my god. I can't do this. Trouble signing in? Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to reset my password again. Let me just reset it real quick so I have put my ArtStation up there so that people can click it and find my finished works, because like this looks like brown poo-poo. Let me see. Sign into. Write it down this time. Yeah, I have the book in front of me. This is like the third time I've done this, and each time I either figure it out or like I just don't write it down. Hold on. I'm gonna. Boomer Darnis has to write it down. Hold on. Let me write this down. I have like the two-factor unlocks. Oh fuck, is it gonna lock me out because I have a different phone now? Oh man. That's okay, I have the keys right here, so if it does, I can just key it out. Alright, where's my reset button? But yeah, I live in America. Land of the free, home of the brave. Apparently that wasn't my email? That's not even my email, really? Oh, well, let's try that other thing. Oh wait, no, hold on. There it is. There it goes. Is this your normal stream time? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really stream that much on Mixer. I do like Twitch and what's it called? I've been doing that restream thing. Right now I'm streaming to 4 platforms. Ah, fuck, where's the reset? It's gone. That's not it. Spooky items coming to the blank store. Some of these are really funny. Let me see. Let me try my other email here, and then. Wait, did I sign in with Twitter? Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is that what I did? Yep, I figured it out. This is why I don't have the. Alright, this is why I don't know the password, because I don't have a password. Sign in. I'm gonna write that down. Sign in with Twitter, you dipshit. Wait, but that's bad. I should probably not do that. You dipshit. There we go. This time I'm gonna open it up, and it's gonna say that, and I'm like, ah, yeah, right. That's why I don't have a password. That's why I have no memory of it, because I don't actually have one. Okay, let me provide some information real quick. Edit your description, yes. There you go. Oh wait, that's just ArtStation. Here's my site I made myself. Artstation.com. Darnis. Let's see if that works. That's okay. I have to actually use HTML for this, really? Okay, all right. A ref equals view my work. Smiley face. Hey. Let's make it big. Really big. Let's make it like H1. Let's see if that works. See if that works. I'm not sure because it looks. No, that didn't work. That only just made me look retarded. Hold on. I gotta. I guess it's form code. Insert a link. Here we go. Was that my link? Hold on. Let me make sure that that is. Oh, it's just Darnis. There's no artist now? Okay, cool. Display text. Do my work. Nice. Alright, here we go. I figured it out. Boomer Darnis has figured it out. Oh, Pinoy. Let me put that in the center. Here's the size. Heading 3. That's the biggest I can get. No, heading 6. Here we go. Heading 6. That's all I really want up there. Why is it getting smaller? H1 was the biggest one. No, it's like... No. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna save that, and that's gonna be enough. You're gonna mouse over that, and it's gonna work. Okay, perfect. Mixer's done. Oh, we're pretty close to Brazilian time. Eastern Standard is very close to Brazilian time. It looks like we're an hour away. Okay, that's done. That's done. Don't need that. I can minimize this. I want to widen this thing. I want to widen it. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna widen it. Just throw a whole bunch of stuff out of whack. I don't know. It's a radio station called Chilled Cow, and they play it a lot. So. Most of these songs, I'm not even sure if they have names. Might be, it sounds like, what's his name? Fuck, dude, I forgot his name. Nujabes? Sounds like Nujabes. Scared by that kid. Did I make a backup? Yes, I did. Okay. Make a band and call it American Brazilian Australia. No, I don't sing. I'm like a producer. I just make dope. Oh, look at this. I'm like, I'm gonna make this a bridge to somewhere, and it's like it's a bridge to nowhere. There's nothing here. Maybe there was something there, but I just like, I took it out. I gotta like redo it. It's gotta be going to that boat over there. Space boat. That sounds like ABBA, the band that already exists, but with two B's. ABBA, ABB, ABB, ABB. Gonna get some sleep. See you guys later. Oh, it's 13:36 as in nighttime. 13:36 is morning time. Like daytime. You meant 1 o'clock. See you later. I used to be on army time at some point, because that's what they use in some places in the world, actually. It just makes it easier to communicate. Unless he sleeps in the daytime. I guess Brazilians could do that. I don't know much about Brazil. $2 a.m. Yeah, but you. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Fire Onyx is the one that's from Brazil. Gotcha. 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 Oh, I mixed you up, but yeah, I mixed you up with Fire Onyx. You guys are. For him, it's 1:36 in the morning, and for you, it's 2 a.m. It's like you're literally 12 hours away. Yeah, dude. Sure. There are no, wait, you're a furry. There are no female furries. Ipso facto, you're not a girl. Sorry, that's just how it works. No. Doubt. Doubt. Down. The jig is up. You told me too much information, now I know. I'm actually gonna do a study of this thing, but I just popped it in so that I would know, like, that I could pop it in there, just so I can get some study time. Julian? Gotcha. Gotcha, Julian. No problem. I'll call you that from now on, Julian. You just got... But yeah, I don't think I've ever met a female furry. Mainly because I've discovered a very strong correlation between autism and furry fandom, and women have autism at a much lower rate. So is just yeah, it's much less likely, yeah. That's a serious claim. One that has not been thoroughly investigated, but yeah, I feel like it's right, you know. Every other furry person that I've talked to had like some form of Asperger's or something like that. I like everything, including ponies, furries, demon monsters, and so on. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, these people have a special interest. So it's like they are specifically focused in on that one thing. So they're not like equal opportunists fantasy, I guess, or animals. Fantasy animals things. Yeah, so you're like in the overlap. You're not an actual representative of the like female furry species. I think I'm gonna res it up now so that I have more pixels to play around with. Maybe have another one of these, but like turned around, so you know that it's a hologram. But who's she interacting with? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave that part as like foggy. This is now a furry stream. I think there's one other guy who's a furry who comes here once in a while. One other furry. Sip. At least I don't sip things. Well, guess you got me there. Ha! Got him! Sip, sip. That's none of my business. Sip. Shipping characters. Oh. That's that shit I don't like. Yeah, that's a classic fandom thing to do. It's like, oh, this character's now in a relationship with this character. Elmo is in a relationship with Bird, 'cause I said so. I can't believe you would deny this. What are you, homophobic? This is amazing. Like, they're getting into the mainstream with that like Tumblr nonsense. What I imagine in my head is actually real, and you can't tell me otherwise. Author of the story. Who are you? Who are you? You're no artist. You're not the real artist. How to Train Your Dragon. I haven't watched that movie. I'm gonna merge this down into the backup layer. I haven't watched that movie. Are they shipping the boy with the dragon? Is that what's going on? I feel like that's what they would do. Classic. Classic.
It must have been my imagination. It makes me realize how desperately alone it is.
And a biological being behaving in a biologically predictable way. Wow. Amazing. Why did this happen? Why do you hate the gays? What the hell? I didn't know that this, like, did they really, why, wait, why did they assume, like, that the dragon was gay? I don't even, what? I can't even understand, like, what? Lesbian dragon, of course, classic. A lesbian dragon. I just like, I don't even, I don't understand how we've gotten this far. I feel like maybe Western civilization was a mistake. You have to consider that if this is the result of Western civilization, that Western civilization was a mistake. The internet, for sure, a mistake. Connecting people that really shouldn't be connected. I have no words. But it's a lesbian dragon. How dare you? Just the thoughts that go through, that have to go through your head to get to that point. It's like what? There's some weird shit on the internet, man. Like, people who pretend that they are the character in a book. Like, no, that is me. It's not just like I identify with that character. It's like, no, I'm actually Harry Potter. Some shit like that. Those people scare me. I think they've lost touch with reality, and it's only a matter of time before they do something that hurts them or the people around them. I've got no problem with gay people, but I don't feel like Tumblr is an accurate representation of gay people at all. I think that's a weird misconception. I think you can't really say that those people represent anyone but themselves, really. Even though, you know, someone might want to make a far-reaching conclusion based on some Tumblr blog, it really doesn't work that way. However, their message is that they are attempting to co-opt, you know, a whole identity in service of whatever it is that they want to do. Like, I don't even know. Make all the characters gay fan fiction true headcanon? I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want to do something like that, or why they would think. Yeah, but this is like not even really an issue. Like, I just find it incredibly weird. And yeah, I don't think you should be able to say like, oh yeah, this is it. We represent LGBTQ or whatever it is now. It's like you represent yourself. You can't really do this thing where it's like, oh yeah, well, if you don't agree with me, then you hate the gays. It's like, no, that's not how it works. So at the same time that you can't make a sweeping generalizing claim about a whole group based on the Tumblrisms, you also can't pretend like anything done against you is done against like a whole identity proper. It's not, or any criticism you receive is a criticism of that identity. That's called fucking troll shielding, I guess. I don't know. Two 12-year-old girls in the church writing 18+ fan fiction of BTS, whatever BTS is. Well, at least they're not, you know, wasting their time with church. K-pop. Yeah, I'm a boomer. I don't know much about K-pop or whatever it is. I'm a filthy boomer. Most of the time, I don't know what you kids are into, and I don't know. Their parents probably dragged them into church. I feel like the thing is that you shouldn't drag people into places they don't want to be, and if you do that, you're gonna get this type of behavior. That's just gonna happen, and you know, kids are gonna be kids, whatever it is that they're doing. I don't know if, you know, writing hentai fan fiction is what the kids do these days, but like, yeah. Oh, there's a church inside your school? God damn. Oh, I went to Catholic school. That's how I became an atheist. They only got there because they wanted to. That doesn't make any sense. Parents drag you into church. When it's, you know, when you're not even old enough to think about it, that's kind of the point is, you know, parents get you to do all the things that they find good for you, right? And so most of the time this is great. They're passing on their culture and stuff, and that's perfect. But some code isn't like useful, and so some culture doesn't really help anyone, but it kind of promulgates itself for the purpose of promulgating itself, and that's when you start having a problem. This is self-replicating code with no basis in what's called, at least at this point, I think. You're not even allowed to go inside the church or school? They're trespassing? Trespassing to right hentai. Okay, cool. Sounds kind of like, sounds pretty lame. I don't know. Report him to the head nun. I feel like the trespassing is the problem. Everything else is kind of like, yeah. I'm not sure if there's a connection to be made there between fandoms and yeah, stupid kids will do stupid things. Just wish they like in the age of the internet, like you don't keep things to yourself anymore. Before we'd all do stupid things, but we would kind of be you know, insulated. No one's gonna like check my Facebook and find that I'm not gonna let's make a hypothetical that I write fan fiction or some weird fandom. That's not gonna happen. But kids these days, they're putting everything on the internet, and like these things are closer and closer to being connected, and soon enough, I think we're gonna have like real IDs. If you want to post anywhere on the internet, because like, whoa, you don't want to be violating Article 13 or something, right? So to further ensure, you know, compliance, we're gonna need everyone to have a real ID that's associated with your ISP, probably somehow, and the generated IP address. And so that's probably kind of how you could deal with some of this stuff. And if you're using a VPN, you're banned. I would say in the short term, VPN stock is probably going to go up real high. Real high. But in the long term, probably not, because I'm sure that VPNs can't be allowed to exist if they're going to allow for Europeans breaking the laws and viewing memes on the internet. You can't view memes. They're against the law. Just stop viewing them. There's a really good Novelberry out. I don't know. That's a hard claim to make. I feel like every generation wants to look down on the previous generation and just say like, oh well, these guys, or not the previous, but the up and coming generation, these guys are the worst. You know, I don't know. Are they? It's hard. I don't know. Hard to make that claim. These are the worst kids ever. And yeah, so boomers said that about Gen X, and it came out okay, I think, even though they never let us into positions of power, and so now we can't be an effective bridge between the previous generation and this generation, and so now there's like basically a culture clash that's probably irreconcilable, and you know, maybe it's not okay, maybe it's really bad, but it's too early to tell, so who knows? Who knows, man? I was passing through a street in my car, and a boy 4 years was playing soccer. He had to leave my way. He showed me his middle finger. What an insolent boy. Yeah, I feel like that's always been like, that's always been around. I mean, I don't think that, you know, started with millennials. I feel like that behavior has been around for quite a while. Not much has changed. How do you know he's 4 years old though? Like, what? So you know the kid personally? Perhaps there was other interactions that precipitated this. He was really tiny. I don't know, like what? That's pretty advanced for a 4-year-old boy, I think. Maybe it was a midget. Maybe you found a midget. An angry midget. A midget flipped me the middle finger the other day. It was just a midget. Oh, oh man. Thank God it was just a midget. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, Brazil is definitely definitely a lot like living in the Bronx, to be honest. Probably a lot. We probably have like a similar theft, assault, crime ratio. TBH. Not Brazil, but like whatever neighborhood you're in, like Brazil proper, probably, you know, way more, but yeah, because Brazil's a big place. Kind of a big place. But yeah. Bad neighborhoods, man. We're close to election day, and everyone wants the guy who will ruin everything. Interesting. I haven't paid attention to Brazilian politics. It's not really close enough, and I'm not sure what the relationship is like with America, so. Worse than Trump? No comment there, because politics. Current politics. Like, the only politics I'll talk about are something that either is late or something that has like a serious idea attached to it. Or, you know, international, I'll talk about like British people. British and the Europeans, yeah, I'll talk about them. But I feel like I don't really want to give any opinions on anything close to home. People might get butt mad on the internet. And before, you're very privileged not to give your opinions on your own politics. I can't believe you've done this. He wants to liberate Hunting Man. Hunting Man? The first thing I will hunt is his head. Hunting Man? What does that mean? What is a Hunting Man? Gotta go. Good stream. Hey, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Oh, like hunting? People? Like, oh, manhunting? As in like bounties? That sounds really weird. Manhunting? I mean, we have those. Oh, hunting animals? Okay, that's fine. Like, we have hunting. We have hunting. It's not really a big deal. You get a license and you can bag a deer, I think. I think that's the most you can have, I think. Something like that. No license? That sounds a little silly. That sounds a little silly because people tend to overhunt. I mean, if there's a problem, usually we have like deer problems, and then we'll be like, okay, well, you know, you can bag 2 deer, and that like just destroys their population. Like, just ridiculous. Everyone is already driving all the animals out of their homes. Yeah, I feel like you need a license. I feel like there has to be for something like animal hunting. Yeah, because I mean, it's a very deep historical thing why we maybe even have licenses. I think it started in like Bohemia or something. You would have to pay a tithe to the king to be able to hunt on land, otherwise you were illegal. So many people now though that you can't really do those things. Like before you might hunt to survive, you know, that type of thing. But now I feel like that no longer the case. Can't really. I mean, you can, like, some people hunt for venison and they can actually feed their family for a good amount of time. And we can kind of support that sort of lifestyle. I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with hunting. I think a lot of people have forgotten what it's like to survive. Endangered animals. I think poaching is pretty bad. Shouldn't be allowed to poach. Endangered animals especially. Sounds like a complex issue that I don't know enough about. Can't formulate an opinion on. In the briefest of moments. What res are we at? I think we're really low res right now. I have to start blocking in, I think, some of the buildings. probably have some signs here too. I think that's a good problem to have, though. If that's like the only thing on the agenda of the president. No wars. No, what's it called? Should be doing okay then. I'm gonna design a lamppost. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of countries right now are experiencing these huge upheavals, like Venezuela or South Africa, for instance, where they have literal assassinations for political party members, and a lot of murder, targeted murder. Yeah, really bad, really bad. The funniest part is that people on the internet are like, oh my god, this is such a meme. I can't believe you've embraced this conspiracy meme. I think that betrays a sociopathic disregard for human life in general. That, you know, kind of has become prevalent with this culture of who can get the hottest take on Twitter, and BTO foe wrecked the opposition. Seems like a lot of these people need to really check themselves before they wreck themselves. Yeah, I feel like when genocide just becomes another way of scoring points against the other side, it's just like, oh, okay, I guess that's where we are. Gotcha.
Someone really should just put him out of his misery.
to straighten that out. Something like that, maybe. Bow staff. It was a bow staff the whole time. The floor plane is what's killing me really badly right now. I get a custom shape for these, I think. Neon signs mixed in with, you know, what's it called? I think at the end I'm just gonna take I'm not sure about this fix. I think it's like on the right way, but I'm not sure about it. might do is I might make it more circular. It's not so boring. That's pretty hard to do though. I don't know why I would do that. I also want to add like a holographic effect. Like it's being broken up. I think it's a good start, but it's not anywhere real close to finished. I think my biggest problem will be dealing with the perspective. Deciding what to do with it. Yeah, I'm still fucking with it. Yeah, I came up with this similar thing when I took it out of the what's it called, but Where is it? Came up with a. I don't like what it's doing to the what's it called? It's too aggressive. I need it to be flatter for what I want. It's similar. I'll probably end up. I already took out this thing, for instance. I don't know what I want to do there, but yeah, this one's already like different. Took out the just the. Yeah, some of those I already like kind of implemented, like the blue line or the what's it called. That's already in there. You see this blue line that cuts under there? Yeah, it's already in there. I don't know how I'll do it though. I feel like it has to go farther back. The main problem is the ground plane, and the figure's not actually standing on the ground plane. I don't know what I'll do with that. I have to decide on one, I think, and then really try to stick to it. But right now it feels like they're just kind of floating figures syndrome. This is why I don't want to post it anywhere. I'm thinking about posting it, but it's like, I know what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, oh, well, the figures aren't, you know, in perspective. But I already know that. I just need to fix it. That's like easier said than done. I'll need a lot more skill to fix it than to fake it. If I could at least get them in kind of compliant with each other, I feel like that would go a long way. Trying to do like walking animations in there. If I could at least get them to be on kind of the same plane, I feel like that would help out a lot. Even if the rest of the plane is kind of fucked, if I could just get that, I feel like that's a big step. And then I could kind of fake the rest of it. Maybe. Probably I will make the figures a little bit bigger. Make them take up more space. For them to be in perspective in the same part of the bodies need to cross the horizon line. You mean hanging the figures on on a perspective line? Doesn't have to be the horizon line, 'cause that could be, but yeah, that's a powerful way of rigging him. Yeah. But I need their legs to be touching that same line right now. Not that same line, but a same line. It doesn't look like what I want it to look like. There's not enough. Feels like there's not enough distance between some of these figures. merge this down. I'll paint out the perspective lines later. I feel like it's getting there. It's getting flatter, which is what I want. But this side isn't like hasn't been working on, so it's like, what's going on here? And that part is very important to finishing. What's it called? Yeah, this transition is key here. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it has to be very flat. I think almost as flat as the horizon line itself, or it should be the horizon line. I don't know. It should be something like that. It should be very flat, very flat. Because you're so close, you shouldn't be able to see. It should deform to the horizon, I think. I'm not sure, it's difficult. This one too probably should deform closer to the horizon line. This line probably, if I make it straight, like completely flat, I feel like at least in part, like over here, and then later I can deform it back. I can make it flat, and then later it can deform backwards, like in more of an aggressive triangle, right? Instead of being flat, like so. The difference would be something like that. Maybe. The viewer is like, well, these are your eyes, right? You kind of like looking at them. It should be close enough to that you're standing on kind of the same plane as them. I think that's what I want. I think that's the closest. No, horizon line is, what is eye level? The horizon line is the horizon line. Eye level would be like over here somewhere, I guess. My horizon is like over here somewhere. Your eyes are like here. The horizon and eye level are the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't say eye level. Or horizon. I just use horizon line. I don't know. I don't know what the other one means. You should like it. You shouldn't be so far away. It's a difficult like thing. I don't know how to hang these fingers the right way to make them like look like they're 100%. And by I don't know how to make them hang. I mean I don't know exactly what line to use, not how to hang them like in particular. I think it should be something like that. Spaceship whale. A very angry spaceship. Oh yeah, speaking of spaceships, probably just take this now. Since, you know, it's close. Spaceship whales get a bad rap. Yes, they do. It's a pirate spaceship with like some kind of open front part. I don't know. I haven't really designed it. I just kind of put lights there, and it kind of looked cool. So. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to make those shapes correct, but it's probably I'm gonna make the figures bigger too, and then I'll have to account for it, and I don't know exactly where that's gonna be like. That's another thing. I should probably make the figures the size I want them, and then try to figure out. I feel like there's maybe if I just put this thing in front and make it overlap, maybe that'll. I'm currently trying to crank out as much Inktober stuff as possible right now. Got any suggestions for a drawing premise of drooling? The only thing I can think of is just like weird anime girls. Oh fuck, I just merged that down. Duplicate layer, merge. New layer. Overlap. Maybe if I create overlap and proximity, I can do something that's interesting and might drive a story and also create a what's called, yeah, a lot of people are doing that Inktober thing. Just like draw Bowsette for everything. It's a drooling Bowsette. It's a drooling it's called whatever the other presences are. I don't know. I I like this thing where you cooperate with people, but I also don't like being told what to draw. I have plenty of shit that I want to get to. I don't have enough time to draw the things that I do want to pump out there, so I just don't have time for all these events. If I give this one a 3D shape, I wonder if that'll help.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking at the world. I'm writing a new piano piece.
Oh yeah? Can I hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of in the opposite camp. I'm trying to find ways to kick my butt into gear. Stuff like this helps. Good on you for not needing that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got too much other stuff. That's always like the problem, because everyone's like, oh, I've got a challenge for you. I'm like, I have a challenge for me. Like, the fucking anatomy sucks and all the perspectives don't work. And like, can I just figure these things out already? That's been so long. Can I just like know how to do this? And for some reason the answer's like, nah. How about no? How about you struggle? Struggle and fail every time. Let me see. Did I fuck with this character yet? No. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that line. I think it's much better. Like, a man moves into your way. What do? I also need to like paint this out too, so that it really. Put that up there. Probably what I'll do is I will pick the eye level up a little bit, pick the horizon up a little bit. That's what I'm saying, I guess, now. If they're the same thing. I don't understand why you would have two terms that are the same thing, though. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you have your horizon line is the eye level? I don't need two terms for the same thing. I guess that's autism, but whatever. I like to have one thing mean one thing. I don't want to have so many useless terms. And then like no one knows what you're saying because everyone uses different terms for the same thing. I don't like that. No one knows what I'm saying already. Like, what is a cook if not the perfect thing? This thing, this line is gonna change. This line, I'm gonna flatten it too. It's too aggressive. It needs to be flatter, and it needs to make my perspective less aggressive. It needs to be more super wide, more closer to the thing. I can't be like doing these things where it becomes a point or a triangle. It has to be mostly flat. I think I'll do that and then I'll stick to it. Because you should be pretty close, and then that means I just have to change the sizes of the figures, and the ships will be farther away. The hologram should be farthest. A long lens would be flat. I don't even know what lenses do. I have no idea. That's a whole set of terminology that I don't know. I know. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, no one knows what I'm saying. This is a big deal. Big problem. I'm hoping it's not because no one can know what I'm saying. Like Peterson would go with, well, no one knows what you're saying ever. We're all just making inductive leaps in order to ascertain a possible meaning or a list of possible meanings which you could go from and make a decision on what that person is saying. But you don't know, man. You just can't know what anyone is saying at all. Oh shit, I'm quoting Derrida. Oh no, he's the boogeyman. I'm gonna make, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go make everything a little flatter so it looks more, what's it called, and then I can, most like what I'll do also is I'll make the figures all just global bigger. And that'll probably be like what my composition is gonna be like. Just something like that. Maybe, let me see, duplicate, all this stuff is good. I think these are good changes. Oh, I have some colors in here. Okay, whatever. I'm merging into this backup layer. Yeah, okay, and then I'm gonna make these things a little bit just bigger, and then just closer to the composition I'm looking for, I think. Maybe. Now I can plan it out a little bit more. A lot of artifacts now. Just gonna get rid of my lines now. But yeah, I have to go to work a little early, 2 o'clock now every time for the next week or so, and then I'm gonna be switched to part-time, hopefully, unless the guy forgets, and then like they're not gonna switch me to part-time, and I'm just gonna have to keep doing these crazy hours. I think I get like 70 hours. No one else in the store works that many hours. I get that it like. The only person that wants to work in the Bronx late at night, but like, can we have some human decency, please? Yeah, I think the only people that work as much as me are like assistant managers. Well, that's closer, I think, to the. It's closer to the. Let me see. What did I start with? Did I start with that today? Yeah. See, this one was too aggressive. I think I want a flatter, more, more closer to the figure. See, this was way aggressive. Like it just goes all the way back, and that's the perspective I drafted. But I'm not really into that. I want to have enough space so that I can have characters just fleshed out and stuff like that, and so probably go with something like more similar to this than less similar than this. I'll probably flatten out the perspective line here, and this would be like. It still needs to be a little bit aggressive, but not so far that it becomes like this triangle leading to that point. Aggressive. Needs to be more flat, I think. And that means maybe I move this down a little bit. On the plane. I'm also not sure about these lamps. I kind of just popped them in. I didn't actually position them equal distances from each other, so they're throwing everything off as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. See you guys later. Thanks for coming by. Peace out.